I'm sure we've all had this experience. We hear a sad story about a child's illness or see a piece on TV and it touches our heart. We wish we were there and we wish there was something we could do. Maybe we say a prayer, or in rare circumstances we manage to send a check to a charitable fund. But if you're like me, most of the time your daily routine intrudes and your good intentions are left unfulfilled. Well, this next presenter is someone whose good intentions are more than fleeting impulses. From them, he has forged his life's mission. John Beltzer is an accomplished singer and songwriter. How he uses these skills today has attracted the attention of the New York Times, People magazine, and the NBC Today Show. He's doing remarkable work, and his is a remarkable story. I'm sure you'll agree. Ladies and gentlemen, you are in for a treat. I am honored to present Mr. John Beltzer.
You are hearing is of my fraternal twin brother Julio, singing his song entitled Songs of Love. He wrote and recorded this song just 2 months before he died on April 12th, 1984. He was an incredibly gifted singer-songwriter, and although he lived a short life, his song was his gift to this world, the powerful spark for the Songs of Love Foundation. I'm so grateful to be sharing my story in front of a remarkable group of people who have achieved great success through hard work and dedication. We all share a common understanding that if you put your heart and soul behind the journey towards success, eventually you get on a continuous ride leading towards even greater accomplishments. Back in the late 70s and early 80s, Julio and I played in a band hoping to eventually land a record deal. When he suddenly died, I decided that I was going to keep the music alive in his name. So I formed another band, and I remained in the pursuit of the recording contract. In 1987, my band appeared on Star Search. Although we did not win, receiving a total of 2 stars and no handshake from Ed McMahon, it inspired me to continue with the quest. So through various odd jobs, I kept the vision alive of someday signing a record deal. In 1995, it almost happened. I met a singer and I invited her to sing with my band. She turned out to be the missing ingredient, and within 3 months we signed a deal with a major record company. Turned out that they wanted her and not me. So they dropped the act and gave her her own contract. I was out in the cold and feeling very, very distraught. Walking down the street in my Queens neighborhood in 1996, January of 96, about 3 blocks from the building where Julio leapt to his death, I was overcome by a vision. The vision of using my music to help sick kids. What if I started composing personalized songs for seriously ill children on a nationwide basis? Then maybe I would be joined by an army of songwriters and singers assisting me in the cause. In an instant, the whole concept was laid out in front of me, and I was swept away by a tidal wave of inspiration. I instantly felt empowered, and a thought came to me. What was I going to call this organization? and boom, there it was, Songs of Love. The next thing I did was call up St. Jude's Children's Hospital in Memphis. Why a New York songwriter decided to call up a hospital in Tennessee was another fateful event. Wanting to test this idea, I told them that I was a songwriter and wanted to compose some songs for their seriously ill children. Because of confidentiality rules, hospitals refrained from releasing personal information on their patients. Luckily, St. Jude's had the authorization from parents of kids who were already being utilized for the hospital's promotional efforts. So I was sent 6 folders containing the photographs and brief bios of St. Jude's patients. Over the next 4 days, I composed 6 songs and immediately sent them to the hospital. After 1 week, I get a thank you call from their PR department thanking me for what I had done. 2 weeks after that, the clincher call came. A mother phoned me and put her 5-year-old daughter, Brittany, on the phone. Brittany had cancer. And with the cutest little voice, she said, "Thank you for my song. That's all. Thank you for my song." After I hung up the phone, I cried a deep, continuous cry for 30 minutes. All those years striving to be a famous musician suddenly was rendered meaningless. This was a defining moment of my musical career, and there was no turning back. I knew why I was given the talent to write songs. I knew why Julio was given the talent to write songs. I had come to the realization that whether one succeeds on a professional level or not, any given talent can be utilized to help improve the quality of life for all human beings. I look out at this crowd and I see thousands of people with their own respective talents. Obviously, all of you are quite talented. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. You have used your talents to help people manage their lives. And I'm sure all of you will go on giving back with the talents that you have been given. Since the airing of the Today Show segment, over 1,200 children have received their own song of love. We believe that giving a sick child his or her own song is the most powerful way of helping that child cope with serious illness. You see, it's not just a one-time event. The song is always with them to remind them of the truly magical and wonderful people they are. When listening to their songs, they feel loved, proud, important, beautiful, special, and they get a tremendous sense of self-worth. And these feelings are repeatedly reinforced every time their cassettes are played on their tape players. Songs of Love has broken new ground by introducing to over 70 hospitals worldwide a new dimension in music therapy by providing these professionally recorded, never duplicated, personalized songs that trigger positive physiological and psychological responses on a continuous basis. These kids get to hold in their hand a tape which contains the soundtrack to their lives. As an adjunct to traditional medical treatments, these curative compositions play an instrumental role in helping mind and body along the road to healing. I'd like to read you a letter we received from a hospital staff member. Dear Songs of Love, Delvante is one of our chronic patients that has received a kidney transplant. He received his song before he was undergoing all the changes and preparations for the transplant, and the song became his primary coping mechanism. He had his song playing all day while he was awake, and he had to take the music everywhere with him. He has memorized all the words to his song. He is a fun-loving child, but as with any hospital experience, especially as extensive as his song was his strength. He sang it for the nurses and the doctors and anyone else who would listen. He sang it loud enough that even those who did not care to hear did, and a smile came to their faces. His love for his song was so great, we had to make a normal tape with his song repeated over and over on it, so staff and family did not have to keep rewinding. I hope we can continue to look to your organization as a loving resource for our patients. Here's another letter that comes from a mother that in so few words says it all. Dear Songs of Love, I'm writing this to thank you for the beautiful song you wrote for our Jordan. Sometimes at night, when she's in a lot of pain, we play her song and it helps to calm her and put her at peace. Warmly, Jordan's mom. Oops. In terminal cases, the songs have helped the children in their last moments stay focused on the spirit and the beauty of who they really are, and have provided an atmosphere of great love and remembrance during the transition and afterwards. Mothers and fathers hold their children's songs dear to their hearts as a priceless memento that highlights all of the beautiful things their children stood for and loved. The compositions immortalize the essence of each child and keeps alive their precious personalities in song. The songs of love help the children, their families, friends, hospital staff, and anyone else within hearing distance. I must tell you that the past 3 years have been simply amazing. To date, over 250 songwriters, singers, instrumentalists, and recording engineers have contributed their talents. When you take into account that over 500 performers have also recorded these special compositions, when you take over 500 performers that have participated in the recording of these special compositions. Currently, our goal is to establish several Songs of Love houses in all the major music centers in the United States and the world. These houses will contain administrative and studio facilities, which, in addition to helping us expand our song production capacity, will also work with local schools to engage school children in the recording of these songs. This special project will provide a rich and rewarding experience for school kids and at the same time help to lift the spirits of their peers who are coping with the terrible consequences of chronic and terminal disease. Because of the unprecedented impact our work is having in the lives of these little patients and their families, we want to take this to the point to where a Song of Love is included on the prescription pads of every pediatrician treating a child with a chronic or terminal illness. Songs of Love looks forward to bringing thousands of smiles each year with the medicine of music. Allow me to introduce to you now little Miss Allison Fogel. Allison has leukemia, but we have prepared a special Song of Love just for Allison, except there's one key ingredient missing. When the song was written, we sat back and we listened, and we figured out what it was. The producer told me that what the song needed was a large chorus, a very large chorus. I said, of course, that's so obvious. I know just the crowd to do the job. Welcome, my fellow recording artists. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play you the chorus of Allison's song, and you listen carefully because I want you guys to sing it back, okay? This is a Song of Love for Allison Fogel. You are the light, sweet Allison, sparkling like the rising sun. The joy that you bring is making us sing this song, sweet Allison. All right? Now, what I want you guys to do is stand up. Come on, stand up. Let's go. Stand up. You're going to see the lyrics up on the screen. We're going to go through the chorus one more time, and you're going to sing it with me. And you're going to sing it with a lot of energy. Are you guys ready to sing? You guys ready to sing? All right. Cool. Here we go. On the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, and you are the light, sweet Allison, sparkling like the rising sun. The joy that you bring is making us sing this song, sweet Allison. All right, give yourselves a big round of applause. You guys sounding great. I think we're going to take this act on the road, okay? Could you imagine the size of the tour bus, though? Jeez. So we're going to still be rehearsing this tune. We're going to run the tune, just the chorus, over twice, but this time with the track. You're going to hear a little drum roll in the beginning, and you come right in. So this is still the rehearsal mode. So I want you guys to kick it in. Let me hear those vocal chops. All right, Jonathan, you ready? Run it. You are the light, sweet Allison, sparkling like the rising sun. Joy that you bring is making us sing this song, sweet Allison. One more time, let's go. You are the light, sweet Allison, sparkling like the rising sun. The joy that you bring is making us sing this song, sweet Allison. Woo! Looks like you guys are ready to be recording artists. But now here's what we're going to do. This is the actual recording session. Damn big recording session. So I want you guys to be quiet and just sing, nothing else. Just sing, okay? We're going to run the whole song this time. As you will see all the lyrics to the verse, it'll kind of highlight all of the things that Allison likes. And we had this profile form, we put it into the song. So when the chorus kicks in, I'm going to cue you, and you sing your off.